I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I immediately see some comments on here that made me laugh. So I apologize about that. But let me go ahead and do my formal introduction that I must do. Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka man of the people. I love what I do. I love working for fans of the Carolina Panthers. So please feel free to make sure that you, subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit that bell notification and hit the like button, okay? That helps other Carolina Panther fans find out about the show. And let me tell you this. In good times, bad times, your boy's here for you, all right? This show today, I want you to make sure that you join us. We don't normally do this on our live show on Sundays. We normally save it just for Mondays, but I'm going to right now invite everybody that's watching to click in the description. Look in the description, you'll see the link. Click it, join me live, ask me your questions, vent, whatever you want to do. I'm going to be here for you for a little bit in doing so. And as a big plus, I'm just going to continue to tell you, hey, Terrace Marshall Jr. will be joining us tomorrow, taking questions, going live with Charlotte Vibe Monday at 7 p.m. So another reason to help me get to 6,000 subscribers. We might be able to get Baker Mayfield on here. You don't know. I don't know, but I'll keep trying. The bigger I grow, the easier it is for me to get guys on the team. All right. So I'm just going to go over some highlights, go over some stats, and then I just want to be here for you all for whatever questions that you may have today. All right. Final score in Baltimore, Maryland: Carolina Panthers 3, Baltimore Ravens 13. It was a game that gave us hope. It was boring. It was not the most entertaining, but we had hope until that fourth quarter came, and just all the air seemed like it was let out. And both on the offensive side and defensive side, they just started taking over. First quarter, 0-0. Second quarter, Ravens get a point. Third quarter, we get a point. I said a point, but it's 3-3. And then the fourth quarter, they put up 10. We put up a goose egg. So it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty from that standpoint. So while I give you all a chance to find that link and join in, let's go ahead and touch on some stats from today's game, all right? Something that we all are going to be talking about. In the NFL, quarterbacks, they determine a lot about if you're going to win or lose. Today, we had Baker Mayfield out there for the first time as a starter in, 5 weeks. What's going to happen with this quarterback situation, I don't know, but let's take a look. Passing, Baker Mayfield, 21 of 33, 196 yards, a 5.9 yard average, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, sacked 4 times, passer rating of 54.6. So Baker Mayfield, to me today, was the same Baker Mayfield that we've seen all season long. And I'm just going to go on that last number there, right? That passer rating, 54.6. Now, I'm not saying that we have a blazing great alternative, and I know a lot of you out there love Matt Corral, but we haven't seen him in the regular season, and he's not an option right now in this 2022 season. You got P.J. Walker, you got Sam, and you got Baker. Man, we need to make some changes. But I'm going to let you all dictate what I talk about. I'm just going to touch on some of these stats from today. The rushing attack, we're about to show the stats for that. Man, I knew it would be tough going against the Ravens. I knew it would be tough. I did not think that they would shut us down the way that they shut us down today. It was pretty bad. And I will say this. This is where I feel like the coaches need to be comfortable with having a backup plan to say, hey, ground and pound, Deontay Foreman, 41 carries in the game. That's going to be our identity. That's going to be how we play safe, keep ourselves in games, and don't give our quarterbacks a chance to lose the game. I'm not mad at that because we just don't have the best situations to put it on a quarterback to win games, right? But I want us to have a backup plan. I want us to say, okay, if things just don't work, we got some plays where we're going to be throwing the ball 15, 20 yards down the field. You saw a little bit of that late. Terrace Marshall was making some good connections down the field. Now, you could also say a little bit of what may have made that easier was the fact that the defense gets softened a little bit in the fourth quarter when they're just trying to say, hey, you can get some little short stuff underneath. As long as the clock keeps running, we get closer to zero, get out here with this W, we don't care, right? You didn't see that early on. But I feel like we got to try it. We got to try it more than, okay, it's all or nothing right now. We wait till it's all or nothing to start trying to throw the ball down the field. And I'm okay with not trying it early on if it's a competitive game, even if it's boring. I can deal with that. But we got to do it sooner. Let's go ahead. Talk about this rushing attack. Deontay Foreman, 11 carries, 24 yards, 2.2 yard average. And with that, with Deontay, man, it probably honestly should be a 1-point-something yard average because he got nearly 10 yards on his first carry of the day, and it was a wrap from there, just a wrap from there. Chuba Hubbard, and I'm going to be honest with you, I did not know this until I was looking at the stats right now with you guys. Chuba Hubbard, 4 carries, 0 yards. 4 carries, 0 yards. That means that this Baltimore Ravens team just plugged up all the gaps, man, pushed our guys, and did not give them an opportunity to get much daylight, all right? That's what happened there. And let's go over to the receiving. Again, my man Terrace Marshall Jr. will be on the show tomorrow with us at 7 p.m., so subscribe. Terrace Marshall led the team with 76 yards, a great whopping 25.3 yard average, 34 yard longs. Yeah, he was 3 of 6 on targets. So still need to get a little bit better there and bringing those balls in. But I will say he gets some contested balls where, you know, he just probably got to work on some techniques better to get the ball at his highest point before the corners can get some hands on him and kind of disrupt his catches. But nevertheless, 76 yards. Shi Smith, 4 catches, 26 yards. Chuba Hubbard, 2 for 25. And man, DJ Moore, this guy has to be going home and just being frustrated. He's a good receiver. Even though he dropped the pass today, I don't know. I go to say, man, like he doesn't talk much, but you got to feel like the fact that he's not getting the ball, he gets him short, that something. Like he dropped the ball today is what I'm getting at. And I don't know why he dropped the ball. So he's almost starting to get into this point, this gray area with me where, yeah, he's our number one, but then he's dropping balls, not every single time, but he's dropping enough where I feel like it comes to mind. Then when he does get the ball, they're like short passes, and it just almost seems like, what's the point of DJ Moore being here? Not that I don't want him here at all. But it's like, what are we doing with DJ Moore? Just, if we're not going to be able to take advantage of him and we're going to turn into this team that we are only dumping the ball 5-10 yards down the field, then we can let DJ Moore go and get some trade capital. You know, the story of a couple weeks ago when it's like, hey, did you know that we got a draft pick offer from the Green Bay Packers for DJ Moore, and did you know we got these offers for Brian Burns? Man, it just seems like if this is what we're going to do, we should have considered it because we're not really using those guys. Shi Smith, I'm going to put up this graphic right now about Shi Smith. Silverback says I'm tripping. I'll talk to you some more about that. But Shi Smith, he did decent. He did good on catching, but he didn't have a complete game, man. And that "but did not have a complete game" actually is really huge in his case. Oh, sorry, I was trying to hit the mute button before I gulped in here. I've got this mic right here, so you probably heard that loudly. My bad. Shi Smith has been on the decline for a while. He, in my opinion, is just getting some snaps because of letting Robbie Anderson go and he's on spell. I don't know why he's getting on. I'm just confused about Shi Smith, to be honest with you, right? He is consistently doing something on special teams that makes you kind of scratch your head. Bobbling balls. And then today, after catching the ball, he lets that get fumbled. So let me put up a stat that I don't put up too often. Shi Smith, 2 fumbles, 1 loss. I just don't feel like it's completely worth the risk that we're having with Shi Smith out there right now. Yep, that's how I feel. All right, let's talk about this defense. C.J. Henderson, Jeremy Chin, Frankie Louvu, all with double digits in the tackle area. All these guys, for the most part, had some tackles for a loss. Brian Burns had 2 tackles for a loss, including a sack in which he was completely given an invitation to sack Lamar Jackson, and he did. Good job there. Jeremy Chin, in his return, first game back from being out, I would guess 4 games, did pretty respectable, again, with 10 tackles. Excuse me, 7 of those were solo tackles. And yeah, defense played good up until the 4th quarter. And they couldn't finish. So let's go ahead and get into these questions. I'm here for you all. Interactive show, again, there's a link in the description for anybody that wants to click and join me, and whether you want to vent, whether you have a question, you're welcome to do so. All right, let's look at this. Here we go. Donald Duck says, we're trash. Oh, hold on. What's going on? Donald Duck says, we're having trouble reading the comments. I'm sorry. I need to put my glasses on. Donald Duck says, we're trash. Well, time to look at mock drafts. Will Anderson Jr. and give Golden Corral a chance if he doesn't somehow work out. Drake May, UNC quarterback, the following draft. Yes. Hey, here's what I'm going to do in an attempt to entertain you guys for the rest of the season. I hope you like all the player interviews. I'm going to just do a lot more player interviews, a lot more exclusive one-on-ones like you saw. If you had a chance to watch the pregame show, talk to LaVisca, talk to Deontay, and I talked to J.C. Horn. Tomorrow we're going to have live, we're going to have Terrace Marshall. I got plans for other guys. So I'm hoping, just from an entertainment standpoint, because I know it's tough watching this team, and why do you want to tune in to me when we just losing? So I'm going to do what I can to make it worth it. Hopefully I earn your viewership. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough the rest of the season, no doubt. We are a whopping, are we 3-7 right now? Let me look at it. We are 3-8. 3-8. 3-8. Woo! Anyway, we're going, like I said, I'm going to be your friend through it. Supernova, more. What's going on? I always appreciate the salutes and you joining the broadcast. Appreciate it. Ali Badrick, appreciate you. What's up with you? It's getting tough, man. It's getting tough. 4 more, again, joining me in pregame and postgame. So I appreciate that very much. Taylor Sheridan says, today was probably the last game that Baker Mayfield plays. Defense was awesome. So I'm going to go back to this comment here. Today was probably the last that we'll see Baker Mayfield play. Whoa, what did I just hit with some music is on my computer. Give me 1 second. Gotta love those ads that just pop up when you're doing something. But nevertheless, now that I can regain my focus here. So this week, Coach Steve Wilks made the comment about trying to get Sam Darnold some reps so that when he does play, it's not like the first time. So just trying to slide him in there. And he told Baker that, hey, I'm not pulling you. I'm just trying to get Sam some reps, if that happens. So it didn't happen today. We did not see Sam Darnold out there today. Coach Wilks was asked about getting Sam Darnold into the game today, and he said that it just didn't feel like the timing and the situation was right and just did not want to set him up for a bad situation where he has to come in and just do so much. So those two comments, one, Steve Wilks talking about wanting to get Sam some reps. I'm like, why would you kind of force him into a game? So we didn't see that today. So I still go to evaluate my thoughts. But it seems like they really want Sam to play, is what I'm getting at. They really want Sam Darnold to get some reps. And when I saw the game plan today, saw Baker Mayfield come out, and I honestly, I'm telling you, I thought that the first 3 plays, without any shadow of a doubt, would be run, Deontay, run, Deontay, run, Deontay. And it wasn't. So I feel like this team does not trust P.J. Walker that much. I really don't. You've never seen P.J. Walker come out and just have the pass attempts that Baker Mayfield had early on in this game. I mean, we still threw the ball 33 times, and I know you can say, well, we fell behind and we had to, but early on we threw the ball. I wonder if I can see the first 4 plays of the Yeah, he attempted 3 passes in the first possession. Now, I'm not saying overall that's a lot. This is what this is going to be the first week where Steve Wilks really has is going to back him up. Like he's also had a pretty good. He's still going. My screen. You guys do have the ability to um, click on the link in the description and join. Um, you guys do have the ability to click on the link and join. So for the DJ Moore thing, I know my mic cut out. I know it should be back now. We're good to go. But was just saying that I think with DJ Moore is he's only been averaging about 30 yards per game. He had one good game where he had more than 30 yards, right? And I don't like that we're keeping a guy in DJ Moore, but we're not able to use him. And so I just went back 3 games. He's not had 50 yards. We still got the rest of the season to go. And you look at it in terms of if DJ Moore continues to play at this rate, and you look at the GMs as how they make their decisions and the leverage, I feel like other teams are going to have the leverage in saying, DJ Moore, I can't offer you top dollar. I cannot any longer offer you a first-round pick for DJ Moore because he averages 30 yards a game. He drops a pass every other game, and I'll give you something. Versus so as long as we keep doing him like this, DJ Moore not getting that many attempts, it's not going to increase his value. And so you look at the fact that next year we don't know who our head coach is going to be. We don't even know who our quarterback's going to be. We may have to do some rebuilding of sorts, right? Get some more pieces to do that as you're getting those things in place. I'm sure you can get another guy that can catch a ball for now until you get confidence in your quarterback that only needs to catch a ball that goes 5 yards or that can catch a screen. There's a ton of guys out there that can do that. But I like DJ Moore. I wish the situation was different. But right now we are so underutilizing DJ Moore. A lot. Let's see. Rodney says it was a winnable game. Let's see here. Appreciate everybody letting me know about the sound. And I do have a monitor on the sound, but sometimes when I get like so focused in on something, I forget to look at the monitor that the sound levels aren't going. But I appreciate you guys pointing that out for me. Let's see here. We won't need to increase his value because he's not going anywhere. Jay got the juice talking about DJ Moore is not going anywhere, so there's no need to increase the value there. Okay. All right. What else we got here? Nah, Chris, I think all these teams know that Carolina has no quarterback right now. Nick Cartoony, we really need better football on offense. We need better football in several places, man. You could say offense. Let me zoom in here a little bit. We just need a reset, man. We just need the season to end. We need guys to go home, get refreshed, get some fresh air, have a good outlook, know who their coach is going to be, know what direction the team's going to go in, and just regroup. That's what we need to do. But we still got to finish the season. We're at week 11. We got 2, 4, 6, 7 more weeks to go. And again, I hope you all will stay with me for the ride because it's a tough one, but I'm gonna try to make it entertaining for you for sure. Jay got the juice says DJ was a 1,000-yard receiver with Sam Darnold at quarterback. We all who and what the issue is. Baker, 1-6. But we had PJ out there. And he still, I just went over it with you all, right? I'll do it one more time. I'm going to tell you the stats from DJ Moore, game by game, all season. He has not, he has not been able to have successful games. And right now, the game plan is part of what's sabotaging him. But I'll start with week one. Week one, DJ Moore, 7 yards. Week two, DJ Moore, 43 yards. Week three, DJ Moore, 2 yards. That's terrible. Week, I lost track of the weeks, but again, next week, DJ Moore, 50 yards. So it's like this guy's high is when he gets 40 or 50 yards. DJ Moore, 60 yards. No, getting a little bit respectable. DJ Moore against the Rams. This is when we have a new coach. DJ Moore, 7 yards. So, yeah, he did have success with Sam Darnold in previous years, but the offense was also doing a little bit better in terms of Christian McCaffrey was not being, put on the most. And, even before I go through explaining all of that, it was last year, like everybody has a decline. Like we can't get that anymore. We're not getting that right now. And I just feel like there's so many question marks about the future that, man, we need to do a lot to get this organization on the right path. Let me see. Keeping up with these comments here. Again, hey, there's a link in the description in case you want to jump on and hit me up with a question on the show. That'll be fine. That'll be great. Rodney says, if PJ played this game, I feel like we would have won. PJ does give you a little bit of confidence or thoughts in being able to rally the team late in the game, right? Because of what he did in Atlanta. So, I don't know. I don't have a big opinion on that, Rodney, but I certainly appreciate your comment coming on there. Why Big Jordan told me about Baker, a.k.a. Faker's what he's calling him. He wasn't it. All right. Jay DeJu says, you said they didn't trust PJ, so it really doesn't count, especially against DJ, though. They don't trust PJ, so he can't throw the ball. But that, again, takes me to whether you're not trusting DJ. I'm sorry, whether you're not trusting PJ, whether you have a game plan that's super conservative and say, we're going to be a run-first team by all means, run, and then you got your receivers not even going deep to catch balls. I feel like that is such a waste in his talent. And then I just look at the value, what you're going to get for him. It's going down because he's not had opportunities. He's having not many yards. And then you don't know what's going to happen next year. That's where it just seems difficult for me. And I feel like I just rather have the ability to get a lot of new pieces, have a lot of resources, have a lot of assets at my disposal. So whatever decision is made, I can continue to fix things. But I know, you get rid of DJ Moore and you get a little scared there. Like, man, we don't have a number one wide receiver. Okay. I guess that could be scary, right? Let's see what other comments we got here. That's also with Baker Mayfield throwing him the ball, mainly Chris. Remember what he did with OJB. Okay. But you're counting the weeks like he can throw it to himself. I can't tolerate no DJ slander. OBJ is who Rodney was talking about. Hey, bottom line, even though I am credentialed with the media, I have no influence over what happens. I can't control it. It's good to have a conversation though. Just put some food for thought out there for everybody to see. Certainly appreciate Jay got the juice for hitting me up with a bunch of questions there, as well as Rodney for holding it down with me. I know a lot of other Panther fans are a little disappointed right now and tired, but I appreciate every last one of you. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Next up for the Carolina Panthers are the Denver Broncos here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Next up for me and you, Andre Cassidy as well, will be back with me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Terrace Marshall Jr. will join us, so I hope that you will too. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell notification. Thank you so much. Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.